How's it going, guys? Happy October 9th and welcome to my 31 days of Halloween marathon. Today I will be reviewing a movie called, you may have heard of it, may have not, I don't know, I'm sure you've heard of it before if you're a hardcore horror movie fan, but it's called The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. And yes, it is a 1920, literally made in the year 1920. It's a 1920 German silent film, and yeah. Now, personally, I'm not a big fan of black and white movies, or silent films of that matter, but this one really got to me for some reason. I don't know why, but I really like this one. This movie creeped me out. Black and white silent movies always creep me out. I don't know why, it's just, they're so freaky. This one especially. This is a movie I think if you haven't seen it, you all need to see, because it's such a great movie, and you just all need to see it. Horror fan or not, go watch it. The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari is about a man named Francis, and this is actually one of the very first movies that has ever came out to have the frame story effect, where it's like, you've all seen movies where in the beginning there'll be like two people talking or whatever, and they'll say, I'm gonna tell you a story, and then the whole movie ends up being that story the person is telling the other person to, and at the very end, it goes back to them telling the story. That's what a frame story is, and this is one of the very first movies to have that. And believe it or not, this is one of the very first movies to ever come out with the twist ending, and a very good one too. I did not expect that twist ending coming, and I guess I could say it's one of the greatest twist endings in cinema history. But yeah, this film is about a man named Francis, and he's talking to this guy next to him, and then this lady in white just kind of walks past them, looking very weird. I don't know. And then Francis tells the man he's talking to, he tells him a story about the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, or Dr. Caligari, and basically what happens is what's his name? Francis and Alan they're kind of two friends who are both competing each other to marry a woman named Jane. Can't even talk right now. Jane is a woman that they're both planning on marrying, but they're gonna find out later on. And Francis and Alan, they're both friends. They're both gonna be friends no matter what, no matter who marries who. But basically the film takes place at this carnival where there's a man in the name of Dr. Caligari. Basically, he's running this big event thing where he's telling people to come be a somnambulist, which we know as today as a sleepwalker. That's just what they called him back then. But he's telling people to meet this sleepwalker who apparently is hypnotized, and he's been awake for 23 years, and that's how old he is. And this somnambulist, his name is Caesar, or as they would pronounce it probably back then, Cesar. And Cesar, he's like a sleepwalker. He's been asleep all of his life, and at this main event, there's a crowd of people. Alan and Francis are one of those people. And basically, Dr. Caligari keeps this man named Cesar in a cabinet. Not necessarily a cabinet, but in this I want to say kind of like a closet, I guess. I don't know where he keeps him. He keeps him hidden. That's the point. And then he opens it up, and for the very first time, Cesar wakes up. Dr. Caligari does this weird thing where he makes him wake up, and he's woken up for the first time, and he tells the audience to ask Cesar all these different questions. So Alan goes up to the sleepwalker and he tells him, when will I die? And basically Cesar tells him, you will die by tomorrow at dawn. And at that point I was like, this just got a little interesting. And then, what happens is it shows Alan sleeping at night, and then there's a shadowy figure slowly going up to him and killing him and stabbing him with a knife, which is a very frightening scene, by the way. Francis and Jane get married the next day, and they soon find out that Alan is murdered, and they find out that this Dr. Caligari and this man named Cesar are up to something that isn't very good, and that they're killing random people in this town. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is pretty much sums up the story of The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. Now, The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari is, again, a very, very creepy movie. A lot better than I thought it was going to be, honestly. I really, really like this movie a lot. And, yeah, it really surprised me. Again, the twist ending was just fantastic. I loved every second of this movie. Well, some parts got a little slow here and there, because, it's a silent film, and it gets very slow, but the movie is actually only 71 minutes long, or at least the version I saw was 71 minutes long, so it's definitely not very long. You could easily like sit through the whole thing and watch it. The film is very creepy. What makes it creepy is like just there's no sound. It's just all very eerie music, and there's just the whole thing is just music playing, and it's just so very eerie, and it's kind of disturbing in a way that really makes the movie very good. The movie has also this very strange and creepy atmosphere to it that not a lot of movies have nowadays, and it's just very creepy. I don't know why, but for some reason, the scene where, I don't know what to call him, Caesar or Cesar, I probably have been pronouncing it wrong this whole time, I don't know, but the part where he wakes up just really disturbs me for some reason, I don't know why. But yeah, guys, this film is very, very good. Please do watch it. I know some of you are not a fan of black and white movies or silent films, but please, whoever you are, watch this film. It really is a great movie. A movie that all of us need to see. I'm going to give The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari a 4.5 pumpkins out of 5. Again, I really like this movie. I was really surprised about it, and go ahead and watch it. I'm sure it's free on YouTube or somewhere, or I don't know, but just whatever it is, go watch it. It's a great film. Alright guys, I'm Jacob Palacio. Thank you for watching this reviews. Stay tuned for my next review, and I will see you guys later.